I'm Niall O'Mara and I watch All About Sport on Cavan TV.
To All About Sport on CavanTV.com, coming to you live from our new studio at the Cavan Crystal Hotel, Dublin Road, Cavan. Woo! All About Sport is Ireland's first live web TV sports programme with nearly 2 million views in 212 countries worldwide. Coming up on tonight's show, I am joined by the very, very successful Cavan Ladies rugby team, and they're all joining me in studio tonight. We've squeezed you all in, so you're very, very welcome. So we're going to come to James, Johnny Loughnane, and he's way over here on the couch. Johnny, you set up the ladies rugby team 7 years ago.
Yeah, about 8 years ago now.
Wow. What kind of made you decide to get a ladies team up and running in Cavan Rugby Club?
Well, we had a team, a part of a team about 6 years before that, but it fell apart. We got into trouble, women's trouble. So we call a day on it, but this time I got a load of ladies and they were determined and they wanted one thing, and that was to play rugby. So how could I refuse them? So that's
and then they just kept coming. You didn't have any problem kind of drumming up any members, or was there people coming to you saying, would you not start up a ladies rugby team?
Well, at the start there was a few of the girls came up to me and asked me, will I go ahead with it? And I said, yes, by all means. But I'm not going to run around. You come to me. So eventually the weeks came and the crowd got bigger and bigger. And the years went by. As we know, we lost a lot of them. But these girls now, you can't get any better than them now. They're fantastic. They do everything you tell them to do. And their fitness, thanks to the son here, that's he really has them on the ball, and then Georgie has them well crafted in there in the game itself. So, it's a good combination. Plus, my grandson is involved as well, and can't be here tonight, but he's involved as well with it. So. And
highly involved as well. So a very obviously a family very dedicated.
It's a generation, 3 generations of the Loughnans. So I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
Plus, we over the Cavan first team now is a big thing for me as well. So
excellent. And we'll pass you maybe over to your son, James Loughnane. So James, you're involved in the whole fitness side of things, and obviously on the watchful eye of George Crowe behind you. But tell us, obviously fitness is a huge part of any sport, but in particular for rugby, how is it working with all these girls?
Well, all you hear is after the start of the session, all complaining. Then after it, oh, thanks, James. Thanks for that. That's great. Every time. Teachers, I think, is the worst. The trainers, teachers won't listen to you.
Tough.
Yeah, but
and when a bunch of girls get together, and women get together as well, I'd say there's lots of chatting and stuff going on.
Well,
or they're very dedicated.
It was last night, but usually don't have, because they're always out of breath, But we started off training, say in July. I contact George, and then I contact whoever the captain is. So it'll be Rosie next year. So we'll contact her in July. Then tag rugby's on that time, isn't it? It starts off that. So
okay, so start to get the fitness going.
Getting the fitness done, and then walk on into that. Then help George. I'll help George do the backs, and he'll do the forwards, and the father there will help George with the forwards then.
Brilliant. You've played a lot of rugby yourself, and
yeah, I played it since I was 10 years of age.
And was that from Cavan? Was it part of the Cavan Rugby Club? Were you always involved with the Cavan Rugby Club all the time?
I used to play Gaelic till I was, what was it? 8, 10, 10, and then he took me out of Gaelic and rugby.
Rugby took over.
He took took me to rugby, me and my brother, and then that was it. Just fell in love with the game then.
Yeah.
I ended it then because done a cruciate ligament, came back to playing, then the other knee went, and I just goes, that's enough.
Yeah.
Get too old for this game.
But I suppose like that, you didn't want to just completely detach yourself from it, and then by getting involved, the ladies was keeping your foot in the door.
I did when Dad was coaching them there a couple of years ago. I quit them for a year, and then last year's captain Deirdre O'Reilly, she got in contact with me just to help them with the fitness. So, and then the girls asked me to come on board then, stay there.
Excellent.
I was happy.
Brilliant. So you're enjoying it. Well, girls, is he a good fitness coach? do you dread your sessions?
Yeah.
We'll pass on Anna. We'll let Anna have a few words there. Anna Coyle, the captain. Anna, obviously, James obviously enjoyed. He was instrumental in getting you all in here tonight. But he's obviously very proud of how far you've come. But how tough is the training sessions with?
The training sessions are very tough. Now I do a day's teaching, and I'm like, great, I'll have a distraction here, and then I'm absolutely killed with the running. But we always line up to do some sprints, and we're like, oh, let's just get this bit over with. We can't wait to get the ball, don't do the drills with the ball, but sprinting up and down the pitch, we have to do it it comes like good for matches, so we have to kind of get running and sprinting. But like we all just push ourselves and just encourage ourselves and try to get through it. Sometimes they're easy, sometimes the sprints we're just gasping.
Yeah, it's tough going.
I don't know whether I'm getting slower or faster, but I just go, right,
so obviously
the younger ones are overtaking me, so I'm like,
I think the ages vary on the team as well. So you on your team kind of ages vary.
There's a huge range of us. There's some girls one girl I think is in her 40s, and then some of us in 30s.
Yeah.
20s, teens. Yeah. So there's a huge range.
And still a huge
family,
range, which is lovely.
A generation of us.
We'll talk a little bit more about more the fitness later on and the importance and I suppose preventing injury. We'll pass the mic back to George Crowe. And George, you're sitting very comfortably at the back, but George, you're the coach. Whereabouts are you from yourself? Cavan
I'm from the town here, yeah.
And
at the moment I'm living out in Studion.
Tell us a little bit about your involvement or how you got involved with the girls and with the rugby.
How I got involved was, again, it was a phone call. Some of the girls asked me would I come up and give them a hand.
Wrong number.
So, I said I might, and I will, and then it grew on me after a few weeks. With the commitment the girls were showing, it was very easy to get involved, because the only problem I had in the beginning was to stop them from getting into cliques and having a natter among themselves, because then they weren't listening. But once we got that out of their system and they got into the flow of the game, it was quite easy after that.
Yeah, they enjoyed it. And you've had a very successful year, and congratulations. You've been successful with you've got a few cups here tonight, the Garda Cup and also the League Cup as well.
That's right,
and you made it to the cup final there at the weekend. Like, so that's 3 major games to be involved in and to be coming out on top. You must be very proud of the girls.
Oh, I'm very, very proud of the girls. Plus the fact we lost Gillian midway through the season, and that was a huge loss to us. And then Bridget fell foul to the other problem that women can have, and so those 2 ladies were big influence. But I see them back out and about. So maybe we'll have them back for next season.
Which is great. So the team, by the looks of it, by the sounds of it, going from strength to strength.
Yeah, yes, and at this stage I'd love to appeal to young ladies from 17 upwards to get involved, because it is a great team sport.
Yeah.
It's not, and you make friends in rugby and you never lose them.
Yeah. So
I was on holidays a couple of weeks ago and I met people from Cork that I haven't seen since when I played down there years ago, and we still had a bit of a chat about the old days.
Yeah, so it's one big family, and you've got great facilities at Cavan Rugby Club, and you've got your training grounds and the pitch, and your I suppose the bar, and you've got lots of facilities for theatre and drama and everything. So it's great to bring lots of people up to the rugby club.
Well, there's a huge buzz about the place, and the number of youngsters, it's evident on a Saturday there when you see the number of kids who are out there. We up on 70 or 80 youngsters.
Yeah.
And it's a huge commitment, of course, but there's a lot of people throwing their time into it, and it's nice to give something back to when you played yourself, you know.
Yeah. So have any decisions? Do you think you'll stick with these girls next year? George, haven't scared you away yet, have they?
Well, it's there's contracts on the table at the minute, and they haven't been signed. And Anna was very good with the pay packet last year, so the brown envelopes were fairly useful. But we'll see how Rosie gets on in the interviews, and we'll take it on from there. You know?
Brilliant. We'll pass the mic on over to Rosie Morgan. Hayley, this is so you're vice captain this year, but then automatically then you become the captain for next year. But Rosie is. She's not a Cavan girl, she's not an Irish girl, but you're all the way from Wales. What part of Wales are you from, Rosie?
Swansea, South Wales.
Yeah, so yes, we've got our translation there. Yeah. No, that's Swansea, South Wales. No, I understand you loud and clear, but no, I love his beautiful accent, and obviously you come from, in Wales, obviously they're so passionate about rugby, so you couldn't really miss it. So you must
I never actually played over there.
Yeah.
It's only when I come to Cavan. Yeah.
So you must be delighted when you heard about there's a rugby team in Cavan when you.
Well, it started. A friend of mine that I lived with broke me up for tag rugby, and then that's when I got into the rugby then with the ladies team. So.
Yeah, and I mean, has it been a big interest? Growing up, were you interested in following the rugby and the Welsh team?
I always used to watch it, and things like that, but. Well, obviously, didn't have a clue how to play it yet.
Yeah.
I still don't.
Yeah, do you find is it a difficult sport to play? Is it difficult to pick up? It's a slow moving at times. What's your position on the field?
Tight head prop.
Okay, so what's that involved? What is your kind of role?
I've been in the scrums. I'm lifting lineouts.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'd be the slow one on the pitch anyway.
But then I suppose to be quite physical and strength and to be strong as well. I mean, injuries, something you're kind of gone through it, many injuries, or are you concerned about that? Or I suppose obviously James doing a good job with the fitness, so it helps prevent all that.
I've got injured in the past, but yeah, it's never put me off coming back, Just makes you determined to get back on the field,
Yeah, brilliant. So you're excited then to take on the role of captain next year.
I don't know if I'd say that, but
It's a good bunch of girls to work with.
It's great fun. I look forward to training every Tuesday, Thursday. I know it's a killer, but it's great. It's a great bunch of girls, and we have great nights out as well. And it's good crack.
There must be a lot of rivalry, is there, between the ladies team and the men's team? Because you girls are just literally, passing them by. You're filling up the cabinets with all that silverware. Would you say, Johnny? Pass this down to you. Sorry, Johnny. Yeah, the men's team obviously been doing very well, but we're saying, do you think there's any hard feelings there? Is there, any jealousy from the men's side?
Big time. As you said, the boys, we're working on the boys at the moment because we've lost a lot of members, but we're building it for next year. Hopefully we'll have a seconds team back and fix up a few things around the club. But hopefully the boys will, because at the end of the day, the first team is your club. This is a big bonus with the girls.
Yeah.
And the only thing about a women's team is that they look after themselves. You know what I mean? If they're dependent on the club, they get a small bit of help, but not. They do it all themselves. If we need a bus or anything like that, the girls would bake cakes and buns and sell them in the corner.
It definitely sounds like the best team to be involved with.
Yeah, self-sufficient. She eats whatever's left over.
Yeah.
But they're self-sufficient, and they're not a burden on the club in any way, which is a big thing for any club. So
it is great.
The best of Every club should have one.
Definitely. Well, we're going to pass the mic around. We've got to meet some of the players. So we'll start with the
birthday girls.
We'll start with this girl here first. We're going to go right beside you, and then we'll move around then onto Paige. So what's your name? Tell everybody at home who's watching and all around the world, because we have people who watch this all over the world. You're from Cavan.
Well, I'm originally from Meath, but I'm living in Cavan several years now. So.
And had you any kind of interest in rugby before moving to Cavan?
I started off with tag rugby about 4 years ago, nearly 5 years ago. Yeah. And then the girls talked to me about joining the girls rugby team, the ladies rugby team. So I tried it out and I loved it. Never turned back. Brilliant. Loved it, and what position do you play? Well, I do play. I'm playing flanker at the minute, so trying out a few positions.
Great. Just until you find one you're
happy
with. Brilliant. Excellent. So a Meath woman in our midst here in Cavan. We'll pass the mic down to Paige, and Paige, you're the birthday girl.
Yeah.
We may have a surprise for Paige. Maybe now. Day to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Paige. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Paige. Should we be very bold and ask how old you are? Or is that
19.
private? Only 19. Oh my goodness. Right. Well, obviously a great weekend. You made it to the final. But whereabouts are you from, Paige?
I'm just Cavan Town.
Yeah. And have you been playing from a young age rugby, or?
I started when I was in first year and then stopped for a while and then came back.
Yeah. So you're enjoying it?
Yeah.
You think you'll stick at it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
And do you play Gaelic football or any other sports as well?
Yeah, I play Gaelic and golf.
Very good. Okay, so how does it compare playing Gaelic and rugby?
Well, a lot more bruises with rugby.
Yeah. do you find you need to be fitter for rugby, or just kind of more stronger and just more work on kind
more
of
stronger for
yeah.
rugby.
You haven't had any serious injuries along the way, have you? No, luckily enough. Brilliant. So you're going to be celebrating your birthday tonight? Yeah. On that note.
Just giving away nothing.
You're giving away nothing. Well, Paige, we wish you all, from Cavan TV, from All About Sport, very, very happy birthday. You didn't think this would happen tonight. She'll not forget her 19th birthday in a hurry. We'll pass the mic just behind you there. Lady hiding here in the background. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm Shauna Brady from Cavan.
From Cavan, another Cavan lady. So, Shauna, how long have you been playing rugby?
This is my 3rd season.
And enjoying it so far?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, and so it's like, how do you enjoy playing with this bunch of girls? Obviously, you've probably met a lot of new friends.
Yeah, lots of great friends, and they're a mad bunch. So.
Yeah, it's a lot of good social aspect. Do you have many nights out and different events and stuff organised?
We do when we don't have games and that, but when there's games on, we don't really go out too much. But afterwards, then we go and celebrate.
Right. Yeah. We'll get back to all that, the fitness side of things. Brilliant. Thanks very much, Shauna. And pass on. There's another Cavan lady.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm surprised all the Cavan ladies. Can you see her? Do you want to stand up there at the back so we can get a shot? This back row.
I'll just move up.
Yeah. They're very, very shy. They're not shy on the field, but shy off the field and on camera. So, what's her name?
It's Claire McDermott.
Claire, and
I'm from Cavan Town as well. I've been playing kind of from the first season. My brothers were all big into rugby, and I would have known Johnny through them. So came up one season. I was home from college one weekend, and a few of the girls that I normally hang around with they'd all stay up. So decided best way to go and meet new people was to join a new club. So it took me up to the club and met a great bunch of friends then through that, and I don't think I've stayed in one weekend since I met them.
Which is great. How many nights a week do you train?
I train 2 nights a week with the rugby.
Okay, so and then you usually have maybe a match or at the weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're enjoying it, and it does. And as you said, it's a great social side of things, which which is brilliant.
And the bar's been done up then just recently now, and it's a really good job then as well.
And would it kind of be a lot of things? Would you go there most weekends if there's something on, or
Yeah, especially now with the Six Nations on, like the matches would be on up in the club. So
and that's the place to go, is it?
Place to go
to watch it. So anybody watching this, if you want to go and watch the Six Nations, head up to Cavan Rugby Club here in Cavan Town. Brilliant. Okay, and who have we got here next?
My name is Kate Bartley.
And you're from?
Cavan.
Cavan as well.
Yep.
So Kate, how long have you been playing?
This is actually my first season. I only started this year. I've never played rugby ever in my life.
Did you find it hard, completely starting from scratch? So it was George and James very patient?
Yeah, and all the girls were really encouraging and nice. A lot more relaxed than Gaelic, I think.
What kind of skills do you have? Does kind of what kind of skills do you have to kind of help you on the team or?
Well, I played Gaelic always, so I think obviously having skills with balls and.
Not those type ones. Well, yes, experience with the Gaelic football.
Yeah.
The round ball as opposed to the rugby ball. And who do you play Gaelic football with?
Killigary. I was playing out in Australia, but I've come back playing for Killigary again.
Excellent. So did you have a taste of Aussie rules when you were out there?
No, Gaelic as well.
Gaelic, yeah. So, and it's great. So you're able to play, and because your season runs, you can still play both sports, and which is excellent. Yeah. So it keeps you fit all year round, really. So it's brilliant, excellent, and welcome back from Australia. It's great. We'll pass it on.
Thank you.
Hiya, I'm Kristina Brody.
Another Cavan Brady. It's got to be a Cavan name as well.
Yeah, I'm from Virginia.
Very good. And Virginia, you've obviously a great football club, rugby club in Virginia as well.
Yeah, I used to play with them when underage, and then the whole team dismantled, and then I come down to Cavan.
Great. So it's been great, I suppose, that we have this team here, and you can kind of. Have you travel down from Virginia for training?
Yeah, twice a week.
Great. So I suppose you had then a taste of it from a young age, so it's probably been a little bit easier for you as well going forward.
Yeah, no, I knew the rules and everything, so it was easy. Yeah,
great. And I suppose watching then the Six Nations then every weekend, you're cheering on Ireland.
Yeah, of course.
Great. Brilliant. Okay, we'll pass it on there. It must get awkward actually, Rosie, when you're all watching and everyone's cheering for Ireland and you're in the middle of it all.
Scotland.
Yeah, and we've a Scottish girl here as well. Oh, at the end.
I still will my
So who have we got here next?
I'm Aisling O'Connell.
And you're...
I'm not Roscommon, Sligo.
How did this get confused? Why are they saying you're from Roscommon?
Oh, well, do you know the town Boyle? Not many people do. Well, I live over the border, over the other side of it.
So it's on your
the good
border.
side.
So you go over the bridge. Depends on the day. So you're a Sligo girl and living in Cavan.
No, I'm living in Monaghan.
Ah, right, okay. So and then commuting to play rugby.
Yeah.
So how did you hear about the Cavan rugby thing?
I played for UC for 4 years, and then I moved to Monaghan, and I was looking for a place. I kind of had Cavan was the closest, so I went to Cavan one day and arrived at training. They all got very excited because they're after losing two girls who was the sore backs, isn't it? Yeah, at Christmas. So they had a few finals coming up, so they were like, "Ooh, hi, Aisling."
Welcomed you with open arms.
Yeah.
I won't let you go now.
Where do you play?
Yeah,
that's the first question.
Brilliant. So I suppose like that, it just seems like from speaking to you all, every time everyone's arrived, it's definitely very welcoming.
Oh yeah, they are. James got very excited. He was like, "Who is she? Where is she? I can hear you talking from down there. Is she coming to play rugby? Is she? Can she play? Has she played before?"
Brilliant. Excellent. Now, James, all on camera. We'll pass on there to. We'll skip across there to this next girl. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Grainne Brady and I'm from Cavan.
Very good.
I'm playing 2 years next month. My cousins were playing with the men's team, so that's how I got involved.
Great, and you love it.
Yeah.
Now, what's your position?
Winger.
Winger. So what's that? What does the winger have to do?
A lot of running.
Yeah, I suppose you're quite light, so you just a lot of sprinting. So speed obviously is important.
Yeah, but I'm not going to run that fast though.
Yeah, just get the ball and go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So you've only 2 years, and
Yeah.
yeah, and you've picked it up fast.
Not really, no.
Yeah. But you're saying your brothers were involved.
No, my cousins.
Cousins, yeah.
Yeah, played with the men's team, so that's how I got involved then, yeah.
Very good. So, and no looking back. Brilliant.
No.
And that brings us to our last girl. We'll skip across. We've spoken to Rosie. Scottish roots?
Oh, no. I was born in Canada, no.
Oh, right. There you go. I was like, so I have your name actually, Helen McDermott.
Yeah.
What's the connection with Helen? Why were we going to mention Helen earlier on?
I play Gaelic football as well.
Ah, that was it. Yes, that's right. So Helen, you're playing, how long are you playing with the girls?
I've actually been playing rugby for 3 years, but this is actually my first season with girls. And it's been one of the best years ever. It was just really, really great. I really enjoyed it.
Are you one of the youngest on the team?
I am, I think.
Yeah, the baby. This is the baby on the team. So they've taken good care of you.
Oh yeah, if anybody hits me hard, the person who hits me hard, they'll get hit harder by these guys.
That's good.
We protect our own.
Very good. And then what position do you play?
I play outside centre.
Okay,
so I'm like the Brian O'Driscoll of the team.
Oh, right, okay. This is Cavan's answer to Brian O'Driscoll in our midst. Brilliant.
Yeah.
So you're a big fan of Brian O'Driscoll?
Well, yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, brilliant. And
what can he not do?
Yeah, you can do no wrong. Yeah. And you said you played some Gaelic football as well?
Yeah, I play, well, at the moment I haven't been playing much because I'm doing my Leaving Cert as well this year. And I've decided to commit to rugby. Yeah. But I play club football with Cornafane, and last year I played with the Cavan Miners.
Excellent, right. So a very sporty girl, and so you're able to bring all your skills and all your training to rugby as well. Yeah. Brilliant. So a dual player of many sports. Excellent, Helen. That's brilliant. Okay, so we'll pass back here to yourself, Anna, and we are,
You met the girls.
Yeah, so we've met them all. We've met.
There's a few more out there.
Now, I suppose before we go any further, we have some photographs. So I think we're going to get Dave and Brian and Paul and Florian, and they're all in the back room, and they're going to get up some photographs of some of the games that the girls have been involved in. So they're coming up on your screen now, and we might be able to just talk us through them when they come up. So just waiting on them. Games from many, photographs from many games. We'll just give that a couple of minutes and they'll get that up and running. And we have some footage from some of your matches as well. So we'll get to see you girls in action.
No, that's the Newry game at home. Is it Shannon?
Is it?
Yeah, that was at home. Now they beat us last year in the cup final, so we were mad to get revenge on them this year. Yeah, we beat them 49-10, so it was sweet to get revenge at home with them.
And this was played.
Yeah, we didn't see this. We have it on DVD, and we're mad to sit down and watch it ourselves.
So you haven't got to see, yeah. And this game was played in Cavan.
This is a home game, yeah. It's Ballyshannon. And
you're obviously the team in red, I'm guessing.
There's Helen, after kicking the ball there, clear and getting us out of trouble there. And I'm sure we're coming into shot now, putting this one under pressure. There we go.
So I see, is that, would you wear, you don't have to wear protective gear on the head or anything like that?
The jerseys don't allow for us to wear that much underneath. They're very tight jerseys. It probably helps that, not to be tackled.
Headgear,
Rose. Look, there's Rosie there.
For protection, excellent.
Yeah.
So what's happening here? We're having this is
the line out with the girls. There's Rosie now going to lift Kathy.
Okay.
I better not give away too much here now. Yeah. Oh dear.
But
there's room for improvement
by watching this, you won this game, and this was and this was the semi-final. And then you were in the final on Sunday, gone by, and unfortunately didn't just quite get there, but but still a great season for you over.
Yeah, I know. I know we're disappointed, but a lot of people said it was one of our best games, but the conditions were dreadful. It was we were freezing, the mud, the ball just didn't bounce our way. Very unlucky. Yeah. We had the first few chances, and unfortunately then, I don't know, they were experienced. You see, most of the season we played around 12, 13 or 14 aside, and then this final was 15 aside, and then the conditions, so it was there was an awful lot more bodies on the pitch.
And that game on Sunday, was it away?
Yeah, it was up in Carrickfergus. There was a few finals up there.
So you're playing Derry. That's
City of Derry,
is what you call it. So just to kind of, what teams? Where's the teams from that you're playing? You mentioned Derry, and you mentioned you were playing up in Ballyshannon as well. So
yeah, we played. There was in the league then the one that we won. We were unbeaten, and there was seven of us teams in it. So we played 6 games. We started off with Oma, then Enniskillen, Ballynahinch, Newry, yeah. Yeah, there probably is a photograph of different jerseys on us. Yeah, I forgot the jerseys.
Oh, you forgot the jerseys?
Yeah, but everyone was kind of glad because the jerseys, they were like, oh my God, these are so much more breathable.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh my God, there's so much, yeah, they were so big that I said anyone could pull out of it.
No, imagine forgetting the jerseys.
Yeah, I forgot
so you were... I nearly died, but at least you had something. So
yeah, well, all the pictures we're all in red, and it's the only one that's different. So I remember.
Excellent. And but so you have a lot of travelling to do, and you have a lot of moving, to get to all these games. So you have a main sponsor who sponsors your kit, your jerseys.
We approached Donald Keogan this year, the Imperial Bar, because we wanted to get a captain's board this year because we didn't have a captain's board up in the club. So this is like we're going into our 8th year, and we said because we're successful, we said right, we need to get some money for a captain's board. I'm not sure how much it cost, but Donald Keogan provided money for that, so he was happy enough.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
and I'm sure then I'm sure you girls all pop in there on a regular basis and give them lots of support in business as well, which is brilliant.
We got money as well. Blessings Bar gave us for the bus trip to the final, and they did that last year as well.
Yeah, brilliant.
So
which is
good. Yeah, it takes away the pressure because it's a lot of expense with the girls as well to travel and taking time off work to do things.
Absolutely. Well, we have some of them photos that we've been promising you, and they're going to come up on your screens now.
Oh yeah,
no,
not that one.
That was I love live TV because anything goes. So this is the team.
Yeah, that's actually, I think that's actually before the Ballyshannon game. Joy took a couple of pictures. Yeah,
great. And Joy's your official rugby photographer for the Cavan Ladies.
Yeah, that was last year when Deirdre was captain. We got the cup last year. This is our cup. We won it 2 years in a row. So this is our 2nd year. So that was last year.
Brilliant.
We were celebrating. That was last.
That's in Blessings Bar.
That was in Blessings. Yeah. We were happy. Oh yeah, there's
brilliant.
There's the jerseys there in the top corner. That's how I know that day.
Yeah, so you can see the mix.
Yeah, and then there's the team with the cup after the guards match, and then our league cup again, and then that's again the team as well before the final.
Excellent, right? So lots,
and then Kevin Jackson is there, our president. There's the cup myself and Helen and Shauna.
Brilliant.
And we were up for the outstanding achievement category, so we got nominated for that. So
at the Anglo-Celt Awards.
Yeah, the Anglo-Celt Awards and the Sports Awards.
That's brilliant. Yeah, I didn't even realise that, so we'll have to have a little look at that in a moment.
Yeah, that's us at our own end of year season. Yeah, we're coming up to having one again this year. So that was last year with the cup again in the bottom round.
And you'll have lots to have there that night.
Yeah, that was the Sports Awards, the Anglo-Celt.
Excellent. Yeah, brilliant. So it must have been a great night for the whole team
and
to have that nomination.
We were very proud that night.
And
it's good to get glammed up every so often.
Yeah, exactly.
We were the complete opposite there on Sunday. There was no hot water or nothing.
Oh, look at this, yeah.
Just so everyone knows what
some difference from the kids.
Yeah, I know it's voluntary, but God, it's tough. Yeah, there's myself and Kathy. Kathy and myself started the same year actually, and Kathleen can't be with us. She's at a parent-teacher meeting. She said she's mad to go.
Oh,
I said tell the parents to come earlier.
Yeah. Brilliant.
So, yeah, there's Claire has a nice scrum cap there on the right.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
And there you are with your your award as well. Outstanding achievement.
That's us again, yeah.
I like this one because the jerseys are looking more brown than
that was
muddy.
Last year. Sunday was just as bad.
It just must be so grueling. You must be, going out in them conditions.
Yeah.
Well, most people aren't out on the pitches yet, and you're out playing, you know, finals of a match.
There's Sunday there.
That's an action shot.
You just never know what conditions the pitch is going to be in. Like you sit on a bus and you go to a pitch and you just don't. Sometimes you're going, oh my God, so much drier.
That is the black eyes.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh. And you used to go into school with that.
Yeah,
your kids would be all saying, teacher, you know, what's wrong?
Yeah, I was getting funny looks. I thought I'd get sympathy this week, but no. It just still has hurt me. That's at the Guards day that we won the Memorial Cup there, just down on the floor.
And who did you play that particular day? Who's the team? The Guard team?
We played against the Guards, yeah.
It's normally
it's Memorial Cup. So it usually was contested with the men's, and then we ended up taking over.
Brilliant.
So for the last number of years, it was the first year to win it this year.
Yeah.
So there we are. Lovely, happy bunch.
That looks like a night, a
it's
sunnier day.
Look at George's head sticking out.
Photobomb. Yeah, photobomb, exactly. And this is your league table here, and you're top of the league table. And congratulations. I suppose local rivals with Enniskillen being one of them, and that'll be one of your closest teams to here,
Enniskillen, they're all our rivals now at this stage.
Yeah.
We have to pump ourselves up and you know.
It's brilliant. So going forward into the next season,
Enniskillen came down from another Division 1 or 2, so we're competing very well against other teams that are up in the AIL division. So, you know, they dread kind of meeting us now. They love us, but they hate us.
So many. And then just to give a shout out to your photographer, he's here tonight. He's lingering in the background, but it takes a lot of photographs. So give him a big... he's too shy, come on.
Joy, you can come in if you want.
Come in on shot there, Joy.
So
you're official photographer, which is brilliant. It's great to have all of these games documented, because you find so many games just aren't documented. So it's great to have all these shots to look back on. Just as well, while we're on we wanted to give a shout out to Shannon Lane, one of your players, very successful player on the team.
Yeah, Shannon represented Ireland in the under-19 sevens, and I think they won something. The ball, I think they won. Yeah, they won the ball over in Wales or something. Yeah. Sweden, was it? And she's getting a cap at half-time at the Ireland-England match on Friday in the ladies' game, the international game.
Excellent. So you'll all be glued to that and supporting her.
So I think she scored a few tries, you know, representing Ireland.
Excellent. Wow.
So yeah, she's a brilliant addition. She's speedy.
Wow, you really have it. And then you've got some new teams. You've Aisling and Kate and Paige, and you're only new on the team as well. So you're still always encouraging, looking for new players, George.
Oh, there's great openings. I know Helen and Shannon and a few of us go up to the development squad in Ulster. Yeah. So we learn a few more things up there. And I think, you know, with what we've achieved this year, I think they would like to, you know, a commitment for us to keep going up. Yeah. It's quite a long way to travel, you know, to commit to go up to play for Ulster, but I'd say an awful lot of us, you know, have the ability.
Yeah, we certainly do, and you've proved that. Well, on that note, Outstanding Achievement Anglo-Celt Award, you have the Garda Cup, and of course you've won the, what's the other cup we've won here? The League Cup as well.
The Garda Cup,
just like so much success over the last year, and congratulations to you all. Anna, thank you very much, James. George and Johnny for coming into the studio, and all the girls. It's been a pleasure speaking to you and all about sport. It's been great fun, and happy birthday to Paige again. But we wish you the
Can I as well just? We're always trying to recruit players as well. So if anyone is interested, Tuesdays and Thursdays up in the club at 6:30.
And don't be shy. They're a lovely bunch. I'm nearly tempted myself to go, but I don't know.
Oh my gosh,
but you take the heels off, no problem. Well, look, thank you very much. And that brings an end to our show. So thank you so much. So that is it from All About Sport for this week, live from the Cavan Crystal Hotel, Dublin Road, Cavan Town. On next week's show, we will have coverage and interviews from the GAA Congress at the Sleeve Russell Hotel. So we'll be heading there this weekend. So again, get in touch with the show on Facebook, contact me, Louise O'Reilly, or tweet me at Cavan TV Sport. So again, thank you very much to the Cavan Ladies rugby team, and it's goodbye from me and all of the Cavan Ladies rugby team from the Cavan Crystal. Cavan Crystal Hotel provides 4-star accommodation on the edge of Cavan town. Located conveniently on the Dublin Road, just 60 minutes away from Dublin. With 85 beautifully appointed bedrooms and a number of luxurious suites. We offer wedding packages. With our one wedding a day policy, we guarantee to make yours a special day. Enjoy a meal at our award-winning Opus One restaurant, or have a drink in the atrium or residence bars. Feeling energetic? You can work out in Zest Health and Fitness Club, or maybe pamper yourself and visit Utopia Health and Beauty Clinic, or Avita's Hair Salon, both located on site. Situated only 5 minutes from Cavan Town Centre and local amenities. Cavan Crystal Hotel, gateway to Ireland's Lakelands.